Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar says Mann Ki Baat is beacon of positivity and bouquet of diversity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stresses that India's goal is wellness and welfare for everyone. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate 9100 watts FM transmitters to the nation on 28 April. And Nagaland Board of School Education taking steps to reform examinations in line with NEP 2020. Now the news in detail. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has described Prime Minister Narendra Modi's monthly radio program, Mann Ki Baat, as the beacon of positivity which touches the heart of every people in the country. Terming the program as a bouquet of diversity, he added that at a time when one is involved in politics round the clock, this program on All India Radio, however, is non-political. Dhankar stated this while addressing the National Conclave on Mann Ki Baat at 100 in New Delhi. The Vice President said the monthly program in its journey has covered a range of issues. He said a program is the reflection of civilizational ethos. The Vice President also said it reaches every corner of the country and has given new life to radio. Dhankar highlighted how the Prime Minister covers different issues from several parts of the country in this program. Listing a series of measures taken by the government for the welfare of the people, Dhankar said India has become the fifth largest economy, surpassing the UK, which had ruled the country for 200 years. He expressed confidence that the country will soon become the third largest economy in the world. The Vice President also talked about government steps including Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, free LPG cylinders, Mudra Yojana and direct benefit transfer relating to various schemes and measures to check corruption in the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stressed that India's goal is wellness and welfare for everyone and making healthcare accessible and affordable. He said that reducing disparity in the country's priority is the country's priority. The Prime Minister said this while virtually inaugurating the 6th edition of One Earth, One Health Advantage Healthcare India 2023 at Prakati Maidan in New Delhi today. Highlighting the importance of a resilient global healthcare system, he said a global response to healthcare challenges cannot be isolated. The Prime Minister said it is time for an integrated, inclusive and institutional response, and this is one of the country's focus areas during the G20 presidency. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be dedicating to the nation 9100 watts FM transmitters across the country on 28 April. The Prime Minister will virtually launch the 9100 watts FM transmitters virtually from New Delhi. Of the 91 transmitters, 200 watts FM transmitters at Mann and Twensang districts in Nagaland will be inaugurated. Deputy Director General Engineering and Cluster Head All India Radio Nagaland, K.K. Rengma, expressed hope that with the inauguration of these 100 watts FM transmitters, people residing in and around within the coverage area of Mann and Twensang will be covered by AIR FM signals. Rengma urged for active participation and support from the public to make community radio stations CRS, AIR Mann and Twensang to achieve its goal of building an informed society. Nagaland Board of School Education has stated that with the National Education Policy NEP 2020 laying special emphasis on transforming assessment for optimizing learning and developing the competency of the learner, the board is taking steps to reform the examination system. It said the examinations will prioritize the basic learning outcome and test the core capacities and competencies along with higher order skills and application of knowledge in real-life situations. It said the board has revised the question paper designs for all subjects for both secondary and higher secondary levels. Sample question papers based on the new designs have been developed, which shall be effective from Class 9 Phase 1 and 2 examinations 2023, HSLC examination 2024, and Class 11 promotion and HSSLC examinations 2024 for all subjects. NBSE has directed all schools registered with the board to strictly follow the design and align the classroom teaching and assessments accordingly. The new designs should be implemented from the midterm examinations 2023. The sample designs are available in a booklet at the NPSC portal www.npscnl.edu.in. It further informed that hard copies of the booklets will be available in the board's office by the second week of May. NPSC has asked all heads of institutions to take note of the changes and instruct their teachers and students to make use of the resources given. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. In a special series, All India Radio brings you excerpts from the Prime Minister's Mann Ki Baat.
All India Radio is presenting a vignette of select quotes of the Prime Minister from Mann Ki Baat as the program completes its 100th episode this month.
In the 84th episode of this special program, let's listen to the Prime Minister's views on books. Someone has rightly said, there is no friend as loyal as a book. Books are like a window to the world. Reading is pleasure and books are the real treasure. The Prime Minister said something in a similar vein in the Mann Ki Baat program broadcast on 26th December 2021.
साथियों, किताबें सिर्फ ज्ञान ही नहीं देती, बल्कि व्यक्तित्व भी संवारती हैं, जीवन को भी गढ़ती हैं। किताबें पढ़ने का शौक एक अद्भुत संतोष देता है। आजकल मैं देखता हूँ कि लोग ये बहुत गर्व से बताते हैं कि इस साल मैंने इतनी किताबें पढ़ी, अब आगे मुझे ये किताबें और पढ़नी है। ये एक अच्छा ट्रेंड है जिसे और बढ़ाना चाहिए।
The special Mann Ki Baat series can be heard every day in the morning and evening bulletins. Former Chief Minister of Punjab and senior leader of Shiromani Akali Dal, Prakash Singh Badal, passed away in Chandigarh last night. He was 95. Badal, a five-time Chief Minister, was admitted to the intensive care unit of a private hospital on Sunday following a complaint of difficulty in breathing. As a mark of respect to the departed dignitary, Government of India has announced 2 days state mourning on 26th and 27th April throughout India. On the days of mourning, the national flag will be flown at half-mast on all buildings where the national flag is flown regularly, and there will be no official entertainment on these 2 days. Meanwhile, Chief Minister of Nagaland has expressed his deepest condolences on the passing away of Prakash Singh Badal. Taking to Twitter, Rio said Badal was a political stalwart and popular leader whose contribution to the growth and progress of Punjab will always be remembered. Lok Sabha MP Tokiho Yepthame has stressed on the need for transparency in implementing various central schemes and in understanding the funding patterns of such schemes. Addressing the District Development Coordination and Monitoring Committee DISHA meeting in Longlang today, Yepthame urged all heads of departments to give their report sincerely and meticulously. Deputy Commissioner Longlang, who is also the member secretary of DISHA, said that DISHA is the way to development. It is the indicator to witness how every department is playing its role in bringing development to the district. During the meeting, various departments under Longlang district gave slide presentations of their activities, work progress, and implementation of various central schemes. Deputy Commissioner Mugukchung Shashank Pratap Singh said both the Village Council and Village Development Board, VDP, are unique institutions and plays an important role in the community for development and peaceful coexistence. The DC was addressing the General Conference of VDP, Mugukchung District, at Down Hall in Mugukchung today as the guest of honor. He said the Village Council and Village Development Board are like the grassroots level planning department. Therefore, there should be strong coordination between the two. The DC asked the VDPs in the district to examine their performances so as to know whether they are going forward or sliding back, which is the most crucial for setting up the institution. And now to the news, here are the main points again. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar says Mann Ki Baat is beacon of positivity and bouquet of diversity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stresses that India's goal is wellness and welfare for everyone. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate 9100 Words FM transmitters to the nation on 28th April. And Nagaland Board of School Education taking steps to reform examinations in line with NEP 2020. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.